So, we're going to keep doing this Q&A and, stick with us to get more of that information.
Most definitely. 504-529-4444 is the number. And as we do continue to check conditions parish by parish, we're joined live now by Jefferson Parish President Cynthia Lee Sheng. Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So what is the word officially right now as far as 812 is considered in the storm track in Jefferson Parish? What are you seeing? What do you want folks to know?
Well, right now, conditions are going to deteriorate. We want you to make sure you stay home. That's the key message. Stay home and make sure to give us the time when the storm passes to make the community safe again. But for anybody who does not feel safe in the structure that they are, you need to come to our pre-storm shelter at Terrytown Playground. It's 641 Heritage. You need to bring your own food. We do have MREs. We do have cots. I was there late last night. And I do expect as conditions deteriorate and the wind picks up, we're going to get more people today and we have more space. And if that gets too crowded, we have other places we can be as well. We'll expand, but we need you to be in a sturdy building to ride out this storm. So that's very important that everybody understands. Terrytown Playground, 641 Heritage in Terrytown.
And we do have that exact address as well on our website for anyone who might need to pull it up. Just wondering, if by any chance, do you have specific numbers? You said they were there last night. Did people start showing up last night? And at what point do you reach capacity?
We reached capacity at 100. As of about an hour ago, we had 17 people, and we knew there were more on the way. And I think more will get there today. We have our recreation staff who really has been trained to do this after Ida. Our recreation staff started taking care of people. And so we've made so many improvements since Ida. We have really good eyes on Grand Island Lafitte. Our cameras that we've installed through a cooperative endeavor agreement with Entergy are really good. So we have a lot of improvements that we're noticing now that we've done in the past couple of years since Ida.
Yeah, and speaking to officials down in Lafitte and also Grand Isle, they're saying that residents there are heeding that call to get out pretty early. It was told that if you are in an unprotected area of Jefferson Parish, to get out if you can. What do you want people to know who decide to stay?
Well, I hope if you're outside the levee protection system, you would leave. Obviously, we can't get out there. First responders can't get out there during the storm. We'll get calls. And if you saw what I saw after Ida, where the water is so destructive, I've seen what it looks like. It's extremely frightening. I know this is not the same kind of storm as Ida, but if you ever saw that or you saw the destruction after, you would just say, it's just easier enough for me to leave. It's an inconvenience. But we just don't know the hazards. There's so many hazards, risk of tornadoes, risk of flooding. We're going to lose electricity. It's just not normal times. So we really want people to get out and just be safe. It is very inconvenient for everybody. We know, but this is about saving lives. And this is about getting through this event with everybody alive and nobody injured. And we all have to work together to do that. And our first responders are incredible. But we don't want to have to put them out there if they don't need to be out there, right? So that's the main message. Let's respect our first responder families. They have families too. Let them do what they need to do, but let's not put ourselves in more danger that we make them come respond to us. And they won't be able to respond once this storm comes down. They're going to get out as soon as they can after, once the winds, decrease a little bit. But there will be a period of time where you will have no response. And so that's why it's just easier for everybody to get out earlier.
And you're talking about saving lives, and that's really the focus at this point. Yesterday when we spoke, I know you made an emphasis on telling people, if you are staying in your home, to stay put. You mentioned people were getting out immediately after the storm had seemed to pass and trying to clean up their yard, and you talked about some of the injuries that happened, also post-storm death rate. Can you just reiterate that for anyone who might have missed it?
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I want to remind everybody that Ida, we lost one person during the storm and we lost 6 more people post-storm. There are hazards that are post-storm, especially with this storm, coming in at a 1 or 2, but the hazards post-storm are very, very dangerous. So give us the time to get out, clear the streets. We'll remove the trees from the roadways. We'll get the traffic signals working again. Let Entergy have the roadways to put the community back safe again, please. Let's make sure, because I'll remind everybody, with Ida, we had a hit and run that might not have happened if the streets had electricity, right? So make sure, and then always, sometimes I visit hospitals after storms and people are climbing up on ladders that don't normally climb up on ladders. They want to quickly put their house together again. We have time to do that. Don't put yourself at risk. When you don't normally do that, don't do that post-storm. But I hate to see hospitals being filled with people just doing things that they don't normally do. Elderly people climbing up on ladders that's not where we need to be. We have time to get your house back together again, but please give us the time. We have probably 500 people that are ready to get out immediately, with another 250 on standby in our Public Works Department alone. Water, sewer, streets, parkways, ready to go out, and we will go out. We will respond quickly, but we just need the time to do so. So that's what we ask people to let us do that.
And real quick, ma'am, I know we got to let you go, and they're giving us the wrap notice. There is one part of Jefferson Parish that does rely on pumping from the Sewage and Water Board, just right into Metairie, outside of Lakeview. What is the conversation between Jefferson Parish's utility officials and the Sewage and Water Board in terms of making sure that the integrity is there?
Yeah, that's, our drainage department communicates with the 17th Street Canal. That is that canal that we share, and we share pumping capacity. And we actually have SCADA, it's called SCADA. We have eyes on that facility, so we work closely with them. And hopefully that won't be a big issue. I think it's going to be, I hope, just not in terrible flooding. I mean, this isn't Ida, this isn't Katrina. We hope that certainly won't be an issue, but we do communicate regularly with them. And as I said, we do have equipment in there. We're able to monitor that site as well.
Jefferson Parish President Cynthia Lee Sheng, we really appreciate the update and the hard work that you're doing, and stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all stay safe too.
Thank you, ma'am. And seeing the call there from officials, particularly if you are in an area that is unprotected, they are telling you to get out. But also, if you do decide to stay, know that once conditions do deteriorate, they won't be able to go in and get you, because you're talking about the safety for first responders as well. With that, things that you should be aware of. Expect the power outages during a hurricane. Keep your generators outside, but not just outside, 15 to 25 feet away from the house, officials stress, because you don't want the potential for fire, but also those fumes to get into the house. So they also have you make sure that you're mindful of carbon monoxide detectors.
Yeah, that's a big one. These, reminders coming from Clico, who says as soon as the storm passes, they will be out assessing and doing the best that they can. But they're just reminding everyone of the things that you can do, as well as being aware of those power lines post-storm, as Cynthia Lee Sheng was just mentioning there. You don't want to get out immediately after that storm. I know the urge is to want to assess the home and put things back together and just carry on with our lives, but that can put us at, some risk there, especially if there are down power lines or some of those trees that are unsturdy. So it's just something to pay attention to. We'll remind you more of those tips throughout the morning, but